I'm going to call to order the City Council meeting for the City of Rainbow City for Monday, May 11th, 2026. I'm going to ask Brother Gary Cardwell if he'll lead us in the invocation and be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Would you stand?
Let's pray. Lord, we give thanks for this council and for the opportunity to conduct business concerns on behalf of our communities and our great citizens. Each council member, support staff, and city employee is dedicated, and we are so appreciative of everything that they all do. We do ask for your wisdom as how to better meet the needs of our great city. We ask for your wisdom as each item of business is dealt with tonight. This being National Police Week, we salute each one of our officers and support staff and thank them for their supreme sacrifice and service. We extend our appreciation and our prayers for all our firefighters, EMS, and dispatchers, and thank you for their dedication and service as well. Our city is so blessed by each first responder. And Lord, tonight we thank you for your wisdom and your oversight as we seek to please you. In Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Attention, salute, pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If you turn your cell phones to off or vibrate position, we would appreciate it. I'll ask the clerk Beth Lee, if she'll do a roll call.
Jerry Ramsey.
Here.
Randy Weiss.
Here.
Jeff Prince.
Here.
Jamison Jenkins.
Here.
Mark Hopper.
Here.
Mayor Taylor.
Here. Number 5 is approve the minutes of the regular meeting of April 27th, 2026, and I entertain a motion that we do so.
So moved.
Second. Is there any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 6 is approve the bid for the metal roof on the gym building located at 4017 Rainbow Drive. We had a pre-bid had a bid opening in our pre-council, and we had one bid that was submitted, and it was for $53,527.46. And I would entertain a motion
Say
to.
from who?
I'm sorry.
Say from who?
Oh, it's from
Rainbow Pipe.
Rainbow Pipe and Metal. My bad. Here, I got it right. I got a note here, but I would entertain a motion that we approve this bid and move forward with the work.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion? Clerk, will you take a vote and include me?
Jerry Ramsey.
Yes.
Randy Weiss.
Yes.
Jeff Prince.
Yes.
Jamison Jenkins.
Yes.
Mark Hopper.
Yes.
Mayor Taylor.
Yes. Number 7 is personnel changes, and it's to hire Abigail Talton as a full-time recreation specialist at the new Recreation Center effective Friday, May 8, 2026. To hire Justin Pickard, laborer for the Recreation Department effective Friday, May 8th of 2026, and accept the retirement of Vincent Dupree in the Fire Department effective June 1st of 2026. And I'd ask that we do all of these together.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Is Mr. Pickard here? We know Abigail's here. Abby, do you want to speak? We always give you an opportunity now. You better take it now. Okay, you solid? Okay. All right, we appreciate it. We appreciate Justin and Abby coming on with us. They're going to be really, really good team members. Number 8 is to authorize Mayor Taylor to sign the agreement and consent to transfer of interest between the City of Rainbow City and the Challenger Learning Center of Northeast Alabama. Just as a side note, this is just an informality or formality that we have to go through to make sure that we've got all the paperwork done so that they can take over this piece of property and it just kind of covers everything for their side and for the city side as well. And I'd entertain a motion that y'all give me that authority.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 9 is a proposal from Vector Security for burglar alarm monitoring and monthly fire inspection for the Recreation Center on Lumley Road. The cost is $297.52 per month, and I'd entertain a motion that we accept that proposal.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Number 10 is the American Red Cross License Training Provider Agreement, and I would entertain a motion that y'all allow me to sign that and enter into that agreement.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? I will say, just as a note, this is so that we can do our lifeguard training for our aquatic center, and it's just a an agreement that allows for us to enter into a training agreement with them so that they can put more than adequate amount of training towards our lifeguards. And is there any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Number 11 is Police Department Bike Unit to purchase a minimum of 8 bicycles for a cost not to exceed $15,000. The Community Development Grant will reimburse $14,000 to the Police Department, and I'd entertain a motion that we make this purchase.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Number 12 is let the record reflect that the sale of the surplus items in the Recreation Department. Ice machine at Vivian Maddox brought $29. Ice machine at the Rec Center Lower Field Concession Stand got $52. Ice machine at the Rec Center Top Field concession was $67. 4 amplifiers at Vivian Lee for $65. And that's just be entered into the official record. Number 13 is proclamation number 2604, and I'll ask the clerk if she'll read that. Is there anyone here from, Beth, you want? I've tried it, but you can tell.
Syringomyelia Awareness Month. Whereas syringomyelia is a rare neurological disorder in which fluid-filled cyst or SRINCs forms within the spinal cord, potentially causing chronic pain, weakness, stiffness, and other serious complications. And whereas syringomyelia may be associated with conditions such as Chiari, malformation, spinal cord injuries, tumors, or infections, and often goes undiagnosed or misdiagnosed due to its complex and varying symptoms. And whereas increased awareness and education about syringomyelia are essential to promote early diagnosis, improve treatment options, and support individuals and families affected by this condition. And whereas organizations, healthcare professionals, patients, and advocates across the nation work diligently to raise awareness, provide support, and advance research toward better understanding and treatment of syringomyelia. And whereas the City of Rainbow City recognizes the importance of supporting those affected by syringomyelia and encourages residents to learn more about this condition and show compassion for those living with chronic neurological disorders. Now therefore I, Joe Taylor, Mayor of the City of Rainbow City, Alabama, do hereby proclaim the month of May 2026 as Syringomyelia Awareness Month in the City of Rainbow City, and I urge all citizens to join in raising awareness, supporting those affected, and promoting efforts toward research and improved care. In witness thereof, I hereunto set my hand and cause the official seal of the City of Rainbow City to be affixed this, the 11th day of May 2026.
Is there anyone here in the audience that's here to represent the foundation? Would you like to come up and speak? We'd love for you to, and then we'll give you the proclamation, take some photos.
Okay.
Yep. Come here, and Clark will set you up with a... Just give us your name and who you're with, just for our official record.
Okay. Hello, my name is Amy Durham, and this is my son Ethan. He was diagnosed September 2023. Incidentally, he was found to have scoliosis. A lot of times people aren't diagnosed until they're between the ages of 25 and 40, usually incidentally or through some other symptoms, and his doctor ordered a full spine MRI just to make sure things were okay before they operated. Thankfully, they found it, and he required a brain surgery before he could have that operation. So he has had the brain surgery, he's had his spine fused, and he's also was born with heart defects, so he's been keeping me on my toes since he was born. But we just really appreciate you, and thank you for your support.
Thank you. Would you like to say something?
No, sir, thank you.
One, two, three, and 1, 2, 3. Good day.
Thank you. Did I get that name?
Serena Miley, you did great, and even with Kiari. Because most people say Kiari, so, thank you, sir.
Thank y'all.
We have another proclamation, it's number 14, proclamation number 26-05, and that's Mental Health Awareness Month. And I'll ask Beth Lee if she'll read that proclamation as well.
Yep. Proclamation number 2605, Mental Health Month. Whereas mental health is fundamental to the health, stability, and well-being of individuals, families, schools, workplaces, and communities throughout Rainbow City and beyond. And whereas Mental Health Month serves as an important opportunity to increase awareness, reduce stigma, promote education, encourage early intervention, and support access to mental health resources for individuals of all ages. And whereas millions of Americans experience mental health challenges each year, making community awareness, compassion, advocacy, and support critical in improving outcomes and strengthening families and communities. And whereas maximizing mental health has demonstrated outstanding dedication and leadership promoting mental wellness through education, outreach, advocacy, prevention efforts, and community support initiatives. And whereas the organization continues to make meaningful impact by encouraging open dialogue surrounding mental health, supporting individuals and families, and helping connect communities with valuable resources and services. And now therefore, I, Joe Taylor, Mayor of Rainbow City, Alabama, along with the Rainbow City Council, do officially recognize and honor maximizing mental health during Mental Health Awareness Month and commend the organization for its continued commitment to promoting mental wellness, supporting individuals and families, and improving the quality of life within our community. In witness thereof, I hereunto set my hand and cause the official seal of the City of Rainbow City to be affixed this the 11th day of May, 2026.
So we've got Kelly and David Cochran. Would you guys like to come up and just say a word? Why is it, this is the thing everybody argues about.
First of all, I want to thank you, Mayor, for your support in the council. Y'all have really supported Maximize Mental Health for many years. It means the world to us. And of course, as Beth was reading, most important thing we can do is talk about it. And we got to bring more awareness to mental health issues and try to break the stigma. There's still a stigma there that most of the time it's looked at negatively still, and especially in young kids. We just really need to continue to focus on being more positive if we can with it. And if, instead of doing something negative, let's continue to try to find some way to help them. And you are allowing us to do that, maximize mental health, and we appreciate it
We
so much.
appreciate you. We're going to get some photos, but actually everybody will know the name Maximize Mental Health because they won the Chamber of Commerce award for during the March Madness basketball thing that they
Yes.
do every year. And
17 weeks in a row.
That was, yeah, it seemed like it went on for about I don't know, 18
The
to 20
hardest
months. you know.
part was for me to vote against Catherine Donut.
Right, that was a tough one. Now, there was a lot of people that had to split their family over that.
That's right.
But we do want to grab some photos if you
Okay.
don't mind.
Thank you.
Love you, Dustin.
Appreciate everyone of you.
Love you.
One, two, three. One, two, three.
He never counts to four. Never does.
Sorry.
I didn't need another pair. Number 15 is an ad request from the messenger for the senior edition for our graduates. And what would be the pleasure of the council?
Mayor, I make a motion that we do a full-page ad in the amount of $600.
There's a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Those in favor by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We'll move on to any public comments. Is there anyone here that'd like to speak publicly? Speak to the council? Be glad to hear from you. Anyone at all? Asking 3 times. Here we go. We'll move on to the council comments, and I'll start with Mr. Hopper.
All right, thank you, Mayor. First, I want to thank Dave and Kelly for what you do. You know, of course, we've known each other for what, 40, 50 years, it seems like. And we church together, and I know what you went through, and I can't fathom imagine, but what y'all have covered and what you do for this community is just unbelievable, the strength that you and Kelly show. I want to make sure I let you know that. Welcome to the new hires. First and foremost, it's exciting kind of a week. We're going to have a lot of graduations over the next 10 days, and we're going to have some middle schools, elementary schools, and all that graduate, so we're going to have a little traffic hiccup. But I want to give Andy Hughes a shout out. They put together the Mother Day event out here, and it went well. I think we had a good turnout. The mayor showed up, Randy showed up. My wife actually participated in it, so I was there most of the day. And for no food trucks or coffee trucks, and nothing that really draws in people that are hungry or thirsty, I think that we had a good turnout. And Cody and Brent, my wife, want me to tell you thank you for the work y'all did on, is it she always says I say it wrong, Pyramid Lake?
Pyramid Lake.
Pyramid, okay, so I'm right, she's wrong. One for,
Tell her when you get home.
I hope she's watching. That's one for Emma Sansom, not Etowah. She wants me to thank y'all because what's going on in Pleasant Valley needed to be recovered, and we understand that, but she's got a new car, and she cut across there, and when she hit y'all's part, she wanted to make sure that I give y'all an attaboy tonight. And with that, Mayor, I'm through for the evening.
Yes, sir. Mr. Jenkins.
Thank you, Mayor. I'll also start by saying thank you to David and Kelly for being here. Claire, all the time, when we see y'all at church, talks about how sweet y'all are. And I tell her, you just don't know the half of it. And I really do appreciate everything that y'all do, as I'm sure most of the public knows, because it's been talked about a lot, but the Sardis community just experienced a very real tragedy as a result of mental health just recently. And it is a real thing, and like David said, it's important that we talk about it and that we remove that negative stigma. We can achieve a lot more effectiveness once we do that. So I just want to say I really appreciate what y'all do. We had a grand opening for the Challenger Learning Center of Northeast Alabama, and it was absolutely incredible. I almost didn't make it because of work, but thankfully I was able to break away and get there, and it's unreal. And I was thinking about something when that was going on. About a week or so ago, I was having a conversation with my grandfather. My grandfather's 93 years old. Him and my grandmother, Jean First, have been married for 70 years. And he was saying that he thinks that his generation is going to experience more technological advancement than any other generation will ever experience. And I could see why he would think that. It makes sense. If you think about what they had when they were growing up and what they have now, who could possibly fathom that? But I believe that because of the resources that we invest in, like the Challenger Learning Center, that will not be true. And I think that many years from now, that my son will be talking about how much he has experienced, and then it will be far beyond and exponentially greater than anything we could ever imagine because of the investment that we're making. So I appreciate every person that's involved in that, and that is all that I have.
I'm going to skip down to Mr. Vice.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First of all, again, I want to echo the comments about Kelly and David. Thank y'all for what you do. Ma'am, with Sierra Maelia group, we really appreciate what you do as well. And anything that we can do as a council to draw awareness to these situations in our community, we need to continue to do so. And I know it was mentioned about the situation up in Sardis, how horrible that family is going through. And again, mental health, and we talk about it a lot, but we can't talk about it enough. It is an epidemic, and I appreciate the work that you and others do to help not just bring awareness, but treatment and counseling services and things of that nature. We really appreciate it. You know, again, even the roof maintenance. I'm pleased that we're moving forward on a lot of projects here in Rainbow City. I have a lot to say about the Challenger Center, but it can all be wrapped up in one word: wow. I mean, just wow. And I've got a gut feeling when you walk through the gate of the new recreation center, that same word is going to come in everybody's mouth: wow. This city is doing things that I wouldn't have fathomed 20 years ago. So I'm just so proud to be a part of it, and I'm so honored to have the opportunity to serve in that. The new bikes, I'm telling you, that's going to be, a lot of times people see police officers on bicycles and they think it's more of a public relations. It's not. Like the chief said today in our work session, it gives the officers a new way to get around, mobility. They're up higher, they can see more. And I'm excited that through the community development grant and what we are able to contribute to that we're able to have that in Rainbow City as well. But once again, I encourage each and every one of you to take part in the election process that's coming up as well. You know, you see all the signs, and I'll be honest, guilty as charged, all of us are. It looks bad sometimes. You know, you go to a road and here's 100 different signs, and when's this going to be over? But that's what makes America great, is that we don't worry about whoever loses the election is going to be executed or anything like that. It doesn't happen here. We have free and fair elections, and our city is going to put on another one in a couple of weeks. And that'll also be a sneak peek at the rec center, at least from part of it. So I encourage each and every person here, whether you live in Rainbow City or other places, make sure that you're able to participate in that. And I'll yield the remainder of my time.
Mr. Ramsey.
All right, I want to start out by thanking Kelly and David there. I got to attend the 5K this weekend that they do every year, and it was a pretty good crowd to show up there and to support the organization and everything they do. So thank y'all for continuing that. I want to thank Philip back there. We held the 94th annual Lions Club East-West All-Star game there at Pioneer Field, and got to show that off to a few hundred out-of-towners and a lot of good players who will now go on and they'll represent Rainbow City and Etowah County at historic Rickwood Field down there in the statewide. So we were selected for that. So that'll be Friday. So very, very good stuff. Thank the mayor and everybody else for allowing us to use the field there. So I want to thank Cody and Brett back there, Always Seal. Man, y'all do great work across the city. Thank y'all for that. And I want to recognize the folks here that also came for their, I cannot pronounce that. I'd hate to even try it, but thank y'all for being here and bringing awareness to that. So for most of it, that is all I'm going to speak on, and I will yield the rest of my time to Mr. Prince.
Mr. Prince.
Sounds like after all this yielding, Mayor, I've got plenty of time tonight.
Take on
That's a good thing. I can get this microphone up here.
Yeah, pull it up
and
there.
just go ahead. In all seriousness, David and Kelly Cochran, I've known them longer than I want to admit, a long time. And you're talking about somebody that's the real deal. They are the real deal. And they're doing things not just in Rainbow City, but for this whole community that I hope I never have to face and have to use their services, but I know where their heart is, and it's a beautiful thing to see what you're doing in memory of Max. I know he's proud of you guys. So thank you very much. And with that, I want to say one thing. I did ask a little favor, and Mayor, I'll have to ask forgiveness if that's okay, but the lights around City Hall will start glowing green tonight. Green is the color for Mental Health Awareness Month, so through the end of the month, the lights will be green on Rainbow City Hall. So every time you ride by, think about that, and think about somebody that you need to go talk to, maybe. All of us, you know, we all know people that have problems. We all have problems, I'll put it that way. But thank you guys. Challenger Learning Center, it's we could beat this horse for a long time, and I'm going to try to be succinct in that. 3.5 years ago, this mayor asked me to get on this board, or it was an advisory committee actually, because we had these two ladies that thought we could build a Challenger Learning Center in Etowah County. And I love space stuff. I've been a space nerd, I've always loved it, you know. So I went into the first few meetings and I felt very inadequate because you had a lot of PhDs in there. There were a lot of doctors, and I don't mean that could work on you. It was a little intimidating, I'll be honest with you, but out of that dream, and I want to thank this mayor and this whole council, when we came and asked Rainbow City from the Challenger Center for the land and all the stuff that has happened. I look back now, Dr. Lavender said something Friday night, that you could see God in every step, you know, from getting the money from the state, getting a grant from the federal government. Things just fell into place that don't just happen. This happened for a reason. We're covering a 12-county area, but this far is going to reach much farther than 12 counties. We're going to get national exposure. The national director of the Challenger Learning Center was with us at the board dinner Friday night, Mike Kincaid. And I told him, I said, I don't know if you're planning on calling this the flagship. He said, oh yeah. He said, we've got a lot of Chevrolets, nice Chevrolets and Cadillacs. He said, you guys have a Lamborghini. And I hope everyone gets an opportunity to go down there and take a look at that. It is out of this world. That's my pun for the night.
It landed.
It landed, yes. And I would be remiss if I didn't brag on my fellow councilman, Jameson Jenkins. We were walking through there, and he looked at me. He said, I know you're going to understand what I mean by this. He said, but right now I don't feel like I'm in Rainbow City. And I was like, no, you're going to Mars, buddy. So it's something that 40 years from now, I probably won't be around, you know, but my grandkids will reap the benefits, their grandchildren, and it's something that, and we've got Jacksonville State, Dr. Killingsworth had the vision with us to not relocate, but to locate their campus in Rainbow City. And all of those things are just a much bigger deal than we could sit up here and talk about, to be quite honest. So I'm very grateful that all that came to fruition. And I want to say lastly, congratulations. I know we will not have another council meeting before all of the high school and middle school and elementary school graduations, but congratulations to all those that are moving up and moving on out into life. The graduates of Southside High School in Westbrook here in our city, I just wish them much success in life. So, and other than Philip Hollingsworth, I was a lifeguard for one summer back in 1984 at Scenic. So if y'all need some help, just let me know. Okay, thank you. That's all I have tonight, Mayor.
Monday and Wednesdays, our farmers market begins on Wednesday, May 6th, has already begun, and it's from 7 a.m. till noon. Tuesday, May 19th is the primary election. We have one voting location here in Rainbow City now, and it's at the new Recreation Center at 300 Lumley Road. Sample ballots are available in the city clerk's office. Monday, May 25th, 2026, Rainbow City Hall will be closed in observance of Memorial Day. No council meeting on Monday, but it'll be rescheduled for Tuesday, May 26, 2026 at 5 p.m. Garbage will not be serviced on Monday. Pickup will be Tuesday through Saturday. I can move on and talk a little bit about Pancake Day. Kenneth gave me some numbers. We served 525 people at Pancake Day, and it was a raging success. There was no doubt about that, and just thrilled to death that our Lions Club allows us to be a part of that and partner with them and do that good work. And we appreciate you, Kenneth, for always leading that up. Again, to Kenneth, We're going to have our cleanup day that was rescheduled because of a rain delay or weather delay, and it's going to be this Saturday, starting at 8 o'clock at the fire station, and we'll go from about 8 till 11, 11:30, and then we'll serve hot dogs at the end of that day. But we would appreciate it if you have a civic organization or a Sunday school class or just a family that wants to go out and pick up a road, go out and pick up a road and find some pride in your city. I promise you this, the greatest thing that's happened since I've been in office is that every year we pick up less trash each year. And that is a good problem because we know that education's working and we know that the proactive stance of this council and our street department and our Parks and Recreation is that we keep our city clean, and we appreciate that. There's no doubt that when you go into our park areas that we have a ridiculously clean Parks and Recreation department that makes sure that we are presenting a really, really good product for this city. As far as the Challenger Learning Center, what a day. I mean, what a big time for us. You know, I think when I was first put on that board and was invited to be on that board, I went to one meeting, and I think it was one. I may have possibly gone to two, and then I asked if I could be recused of that board, that I could come off of the board for one simple reason. I wanted that Challenger Learning Center, and I knew that that would put me in a compromised position to be asking for it, be a board member. I didn't want there to be any unethical activity to go on, so I asked for myself to be removed. And in doing so, I went about and set about myself with my cohort here, with Jeff and also with Jeff Boyd, that we went about finding our way to bring that Challenger Learning Center to this city. And we know now that we were absolutely successful in doing that. But what we found out was that our location is so prime here. We knew that we could bring about 17,000 additional students by moving south from the other location that they were looking at then, which was in our sister city in Gadsden. We had a better location, and I agree with that, and I'll stand behind that, you know, well, till we stop launching rockets down here off of Kinsey Lane or Challenger Way now. But I will say this. There's something to be said about people that are visionary, and Martha Lavender and Teresa Ray, they had a vision for our students and for our children, and I think that we're going to see that lived out right here in Rainbow City. And I think what Jameson was saying, it doesn't belong here. I mean, and I say that based on if you walk in that building and just see with the advancement in education and the ability for us to begin to pipeline our children in a direction of STEM learning, and then adding the one thing that I went after when I first came into office. I met with Don Killingsworth within the first week to 10 days, and I asked him if he would bring JSU to Rainbow City so that we would have a 4-year institute that would represent our city. The reason I did that was very simple. I didn't rightly care if somebody was going to get English 101 through JSU. My thing was that I knew through economic development that you have to have a 4-year institute in your city for your city to grow. We're watching that happen right now. And because of that, I'm so thankful that JSU heard our voice, heard the voice of the Challenger Learning Center Advisory Council, which Jeff's a member of, and put us in a position for us to be and have long-term success in educating our kids. And I'm just thankful to be a part of that. And with that, I'd entertain a motion that we adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, we're gone. Thank you, people.
Third,
Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you.